Good evening, and thank you for joining us this evening for our City Council meeting. We'll go ahead and get started. Shawnee, could you please call the roll?
Adamson. Here. Bray.
Here.
Cheatham.
Here.
Lurick. Here. Ortega. Here. Stevens. Here. Ladd.
Here. Thank you. If you would please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, after which we will have an invocation, which will be offered by a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. We will move to agenda item number 3, which is the consent agenda. The following business items may be approved by one motion and a vote. If any one member of the council so desires, any matter listed can be moved to a separate agenda item. A, minutes. Council may wish to waive the oral reading of the minutes and approve the minutes of the following budget development meetings of May 21, 2020, May 28, 2020, and June 4, 2020, May 28, 2020 executive session, and the clarification meeting and the regular city council meeting of May 21, 2020, and June 4, 2020. B, treasurer's report. Council may wish to consider the treasurer's report for April showing cash and investments as of May 31, 2020. Good evening, Bonnie. How are you?
Good evening, Mayor and council members. Bonnie Schrader, Deputy CFO. Just one change on that. It's for May, not April.
Did I say April?
It said April on there, I think.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Oh, it does.
you read it right. I'm here tonight to present the City of Pocatello's Treasury Report for the month of May 2020. Total cash and cash equivalents are $56,227,302. The city long-term investments are $5,114,678 for a total cash, cash equivalents, and long-term investments of $61,341,980. This amount is down $3,607,492 for the month of May. On page 2 is a list of key receipts with key items highlighted as follows. The city received $45,435 for State of Idaho Transit Grant for the month of March. $45,539 of cable franchise fees, which is down about 2.7% from FY19. An airport grant of $124,191 and Intermountain Gas franchise fees of $142,796, which is down 2.3% from the prior year. The remaining section of this page shows the net change in cash and long-term investments for the city. Page 3 is a report of the city's trust funds. We have a total cash and cash equivalent balance of $1,431,427 and $3,061,884 of long-term investments, for a total cash, cash equivalents, and long-term investments of $4,493,311. We had cash receipts of $21,234 and cash disbursements of $51,073. The net change in cash combined with the net change in long-term investments of $12,979 gave us an overall decrease of $42,817. Page 4 lists all the fund's cash balances with their respective change for the month of May. Page 5 is discussion and analysis by Ashley Litton-Wells, Chief Financial Officer, for your review. And the last page, page 6, reports our 5-year trend of cash balances, which continues to show a strong cash balance for the city. The funds in the negative and waiting on pending grants are the Transit Urban Fund, which has a negative $610,998, the airport construction fund with a negative $761,270, and the CDBG fund with a negative $428,446. Fleet management is in the negative $194,255 due to pending billings, and the debt service fund is a negative of $18,516 waiting on property tax to be received in July. This concludes the Treasury report for May. Are there any questions?
I have one. The Hillview Fund, there's $800 and something thousand left there. At what point do we do something else with that money? Hillview settlement funds.
So the Hillview settlement funds, that money's all been dispersed, and I believe if they have not been spent by, is it September? Then it reverts back to the city.
The general fund reserves?
Yeah, I believe so, yes. That's where we pulled it from.
Check on that with Ashley.
I'm pretty confident. That's where we pulled it from. I'm pretty confident that's where it'll go back to.
Mr. Mayor?
Yes.
I would move to approve agenda item number, oh, we're not there yet, sorry.
You did this last time.
Excuse me.
I like it.
So I have a question for Bonnie. What is on the last page, Bonnie? It says checking accounts, connections, seized accounts. What is that? What is that?
On the last page.
On the very last page. Close to the top.
The seized accounts are the money from the police department of the funds when they go out on bus.
Oh,
and
they do
whatever.
seizures? Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Thank you.
And it has to be held into a fund until it goes to court and
Right.
determined.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Super. Thank you.
Thank you.
Then we'll move to C, Library Board of Directors reappointment. Council may wish to confirm the mayor's reappointment of Jay Bingham to continue his service as a member of the Library Board of Directors. Mr. Bingham's term will begin July 1, 2020 and will expire July 1, 2025. D.
Excuse me. I would like to have C and just for efficiency, D pulled because I continue to believe that our procedural process does not reflect the spirit of the Idaho statutes.
So let me finish reading D. Pocatello Arts Council appointment. Council may wish to confirm the mayor's appointment of Joanne Boot to serve as a member of the Pocatello Arts Council, filling a vacancy. Ms. Boot's term will begin June 19, 2020 and will expire October 7, 2020.
I would like that one pulled, please.
Mr. Mayor?
So,
I
yes.
would move for approval of the agenda item number 3, consent agenda, items A and
Second.
So we have a motion by Cheatham and a second by Stevens. Shawnee, could you please call the roll?
Cheatham,
B. Yes.
Stevens,
Yes.
Adamson,
Yes.
Bray,
Yes.
Lurick,
Yes.
Ortega.
Yes.
Thank you. Then I would entertain a motion for the other two.
I move we approve items C and D. Sorry. It's okay. Second.
We have a motion by Lyric and a second by Adamson. Shawnee, could you please call the roll?
Lurick,
Yes.
Adamson,
Yes.
Bray,
Yes.
Cheatham,
Yes.
Ortega,
No.
Stevens.
No.
Thank you. Agenda item 4, communication and proclamations. We have no proclamations, so we will move to agenda item 5 is a calendar review. Council may wish to take this opportunity to inform other council members of upcoming meetings and events that should be called to their attention. And I know I have a list right here. On July 2, at 9 a.m., we will have a budget development meeting. On July 2 at 5:30 p.m. will be a city council clarification meeting, and July 2 at 6 p.m. regular city council meeting. On June 21, Father's Day at the Zoo, fathers will receive a 50% discount off their admission when they are accompanied by a paid child. City offices will be closed Friday, July 3, in observance of the Independence Day holiday. Garbage and recycle services will operate as scheduled. Open burn ban in wildland urban interface areas begin July 1 through October 1. And a reminder, Governor Little's COVID-19 guidelines for opening up Idaho are still in place at all city buildings or offices. We We will move to agenda item 6, which is a public hearing, and I will just take the opportunity right now. If you would like to comment, either supporting or uncommitted or opposed to this public hearing, please call in. The phone number is 208-234-6283. We will not separate supporting, uncommitted, or opposed. We will take all callers in the order that they come in. That being said, agenda item number 6 is a public hearing. Zoning map amendment. This time has been set aside for council to hear comments from the public regarding a request by Alan Hill of ECS Properties LLC to rezone lots 11 and 12, block 353 of the original Pocatello town site from light industrial LI to residential commercial professional RCP. The subject property is located at 856 South 2nd Avenue. A public hearing was held May 27, 2020 by the Planning and Zoning Commission in which they recommended approval of the request. I declare the public hearing open. And the applicant,
I believe he's here.
is not here, so I will look for staff.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor and council members. Matthew Lewis, Senior Planner with the City Planning Department. ECS Properties LLC, represented by Alan Hill, has submitted a zoning map amendment application to rezone the subject property from the existing light industrial to residential commercial professional only for the portion of the building located on lots 11 and 12, block 353 of the original Poccatello town site. Please note that the zoning change is specifically tied to lots 11 and 12 and not the building. The northern portion of the building will be used for the applicant's electrical contracting business and is not part of the rezoning request. The property is located at 856 South 2nd Avenue, with the building being on lots 11 through 14, block 353 of the original Poccatello town site. The proposed zone change does not require a concurrent amendment to the comprehensive plan land use map in light of the fact that the property is designated as mixed use, which corresponds with the RCP zoning designation. The structure is located at the corner of South 2nd and Terry Street, 3 blocks west of the university campus, allowing for a residential possibility, a rental possibility for students. There is a mix of residential uses near the subject, including multifamily units. The minimum lot size required for a single-family residence in RCP zoning district is 4,200 square feet, and for a duplex, the minimum is 6,720. Lots 11 and 12 combined total 8,440 square feet. The public hearing was held by the Planning and Zoning Commission on the evening of May 27, 2020, at which time the commission unanimously recommended approval of the rezone from light industrial to residential commercial professional. A copy of the findings of fact and recommendation are included within your packets. Property owners within a 300-foot radius of the land to be rezoned were provided notice of the public hearing in order that they may provide comment on the proposed rezoning. Notice was also published in the Idaho State Journal, and a sign was posted on the subject property. No public comment has been received by staff. This concludes my presentation. I'll be happy to answer any questions you may have.
Questions, council? Okay. Has there been any correspondence in your office?
No, Mayor.
Clerk, have we seen any in the clerk's office? No. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Then, once again, if you are interested in calling and speaking on this, please call 208-234-6283, and we would be looking for anyone for testimony supporting, uncommitted, or opposed to the application.
Get the Jeopardy music and play it.
Was that calling it good?
You probably want to call it good so that I'll stop. I thought Rich was going to entertain us.
Sure.
A little Shakespeare, please.
That's right.
That's later on.
Rich, are we good? Do you think we've waited long
I
enough?
think we waited appropriate time here.
Okay.
Mayor.
Thank you. Seeing none, then I would move to, there's no rebuttals, so I declare the public hearing closed. Council, this item's before you. How do you wish to proceed?
Mr. Mayor,
Councilwoman Ortega.
I move that we accept the recommendation of the Planning and Zoning Commission to rezone lots 11, 12, as it's described in the packet.
Second.
Thank you. We've got a motion by Ortega and a second by Adamson. Shawnee, could you please call the roll?
Ortega.
Yes.
Adamson.
Yes.
Gray.
Yes.
Cheatham.
Yes.
Lurick.
Yes.
Stevens.
Yes.
Thank you. Agenda item 7, short plat Hamas subdivision, Division 2. Jeff and Cynthia Hamas, represented by Rocky Mountain Engineering and Surveying, has submitted a short plat application to subdivide 2.71 acres, more or less, into 3 residential lots. This is a replat of Lot 2, Block 1, Hamas subdivision. The subject property is located at the 3700 block of Johnny Creek Road. Council President Adamson.
Mayor, I move that we approve this request with the conditions noted.
Second.
We have a motion by President Adamson and a second by Cheatham. Shawnee, could you please call the roll?
Adamson.
Yes.
Cheatham.
Yes.
Gray.
Yes.
Lurick.
Yes.
Ortega.
Yes.
Stevens.
Yes.
Thank you. Agenda item 8, final plat Reed subdivision. Carrie Barrett of Elk Ridge Construction, Paul and Verla Adams, Lorraine Bigelow, and Colton and Christine Staples, represented by Benchmark Land Surveying, have submitted a final plat application to replat 1.809 acres, more or less, into 15 residential lots. This is a replat of a portion of Ward Park First Edition. The property is located within the 1200 block of Heber Avenue.
I'll do it again.
Okay, Council President Adamson.
Mayor, I move that we approve the request with the conditions noted.
Second.
We have a motion by Adamson and a second by Lurick. Shawnee, could you please call the roll?
Adamson.
Yes.
Lurick.
Yes.
Gray.
Yes.
Cheatham.
Yes.
Ortega.
Yes.
Stevens.
Yes.
Thank you. Agenda item 9, ISU agreement request for consideration, science and environment. Council may wish to accept the recommendations of staff and approve the following memorandum of agreement, MOA, request with Idaho State University, ISU. A, an MOA with ISU in the amount of $10,000 to summarize existing water quality information on Lower Portneuf Valley Aquifer, as well as access potential contaminated flow path. B, a career path internship agreement with ISU related to the work to be performed on the Lower Portneuf Aquifer. Funds are available within the Science and Environment Division through a source water protection grant awarded last year by the Idaho Department of Environmental Quality, as well as funding from ISU through the Career Path Internship Program. And C, an MOA with ISU for a 5-year period, subject to legal department review, for a total amount of $156,779 to assess settlement loads in stormwater and that flows into the Portneuf River, as well as the effectiveness of the city's 2 stormwater wetlands. This project will help the city meet its federal stormwater permit obligations. Year 1 of the MOA will be $73,384. Funds are available within the Science and Environment Division budget.
Mr. Mayor?
Yes.
I'd like to move that we approve agenda item number 9 and accept the recommendation of staff to approve the memorandums of agreement with Idaho State University as outlined in A, B, and C, and what's the wording? Authorize, that's the word, sorry. Authorize you to sign any relevant documents. Thank you.
Second.
We have a motion by Lurick and a second by Stevens. Shawnee, could you please call the roll?
Lurick,
Yes.
Stevens,
Yes.
Adamson,
Yes.
Gray,
Yes.
Cheatham,
Yes.
Ortega.
Yes.
Thank you. Agenda item 10, bid acceptance ADA ramps FY20. Council may wish to consider a recommendation of staff for the following requests regarding the ADA ramps FY20. A, accept the low responsive bid received on June 2, 2020 from DECO in the amount of $54,846.90, and if the bid is accepted, B, authorize the mayor's execution of an agreement between the city of Poccatello and DECO in the amount of $54,846.90 for the ADA ramps FY20 subject to legal department review. Councilman Bray. Oh, just a minute. I'm sorry I didn't get all the way down here. Funding for the project comes from the Idaho Transportation Department, and there is no local match. Staff recommends approval. Councilman Bray.
I move that we accept the bid as the lowest responsive bid, and that we authorize the mayor's execution of the agreement subject to legal department review.
Second.
Was that Claudia or Stephen? Okay, thank you.
And I have one question.
Okay.
I don't know the number of ramps.
There's 11 ramps total in this project.
I just need to put that in my reference file here to know what we're paying for ramps.
Okay, super. So we have a motion by Bray and a second by Ortega. Shawnee, could you please call the roll?
Gray,
Yes.
Ortega.
Yes.
Adamson,
Yes.
Cheatham,
Yes.
Lurick,
Yes.
Stevens.
Yes.
Thank you. We'll move to agenda item 11, an ordinance. An ordinance repealing Pocatello Municipal Code, Chapter 15.32, flood hazard areas, and enacting a new Chapter 15.32, flood damage prevention to comply with the National Flood Insurance Program standards as required by the Federal Emergency Management Agency. Council, how do you wish to have this ordinance read? Councilman Bray.
I move that agenda item number 11 be read only by title and placed on final passage for publication, and that only the ordinance summary sheet be submitted for publication.
Second.
So we have a motion by Bray and a second by Cheatham. Shawnee, could you please call the roll?
Gray,
Yes.
Cheatham,
Yes.
Adamson,
Yes.
Lurick,
Yes.
Ortega.
Yes.
Stevens.
Yes.
Thank you. Rich, could you please read the ordinance?
Yes, Mayor. An ordinance of the City of Pocatello, a municipal corporation of Idaho, amending Title 15, Buildings and Constructions of the revised and compiled ordinance of the City of Pocatello, 1983, by repealing Chapters 15.32, Flood Hazard Areas, and enacting a new Chapter 15.32, Flood Damage Prevention, to comply with the current National Flood Insurance Program standards, and providing that this ordinance shall be in full force and effect from and after its passage, approval, and publication according to law.
I declare that to be the final reading of the ordinance. Shall the ordinance pass? Shawnee.
Adamson,
Yes.
Gray,
Yes.
Cheatham,
Yes.
Lurick,
Yes.
Ortega,
Yes.
Stevens.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Thank you, council, for the meeting today. We had a good budget discussion this morning, and with that, we are adjourned.
Afternoon, and I'm all